on to our chocolate pumpkin torte. I was saying before, a torte is a flourless cake, which makes this recipe without any substitutions or changes completely gluten-free, which is amazing. So we're gonna start with semi-sweet chocolate chips, and we've made kind of our own makeshift double boiler here. We have a pan full of water boiling and like a Pyrex glass bowl sitting on top of it. This helps the chocolate to melt evenly. So we're gonna add chocolate chips, vegetable oil. Actually, I'm gonna do my butter first.
Real butter,
yep,
of course.
That's right, real butter. Courtney, go ahead and start kind of stirring a little.
All right, I'm gonna stir the chocolate as we melt it.
And the oil and the butter help the chocolate to melt evenly and not seize up because you're adding extra fat. Okay. You know, Courtney, this is a lot easier kitchen to cook in than it was last year.
Yes, last year my house was under construction and my husband was hooking up our stove and our sink as we were cooking dinner last year. So
yes,
this is a lot nicer.
It is a lot
and
nicer.
We have comfy places
we
to
do.
sit.
She hadn't moved in yet, so we had camping chairs to sit in.
We did, yep.
And in the beginning, we actually had to rinse our dishes outside in the hose because the sink wasn't hooked up yet. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
But this is so much nicer.
As you can see, the chocolate is melting. Be careful as you stir because it is a little warm over the stove right now.
Actually, probably a little hot.
Okay.
Turn it down.
So, the butter is not quite melted yet, so we're just gonna keep stirring that until it's completely melted.
While that's melting, we're gonna get the rest of our ingredients ready. I've got 3 eggs and 2 egg whites. 1 cup of pumpkin, all right? Now watch the magic of the plunger. So right now I'm measuring out 1 cup of canned pumpkin. And I don't really know exactly what you call this particular measuring dish, but it is one of my favorite cooking utensils in the kitchen. It is kind of a plunger system. It's great for measuring things like mayonnaise, peanut butter, anything that's sticky and gooey that takes a lot to get into a container and then takes a lot to get back out. You just pull the plunger down to wherever it is you want to measure. It's all lined down the side. I want 1 cup. And then you just fill it to the top, and when you're ready, bloop, you just push it out and it scrapes the sides for you. Bam! Take that. Butter, sugar, and cocoa powder. Get that mixing together. And then I'm gonna add pumpkin pie spice and vanilla. Ooh, we're getting a little cloud of cocoa there. Where'd my vanilla go? Holding on by the pumpkin. Mr. Penguin.
He's so helpful.
He is very helpful. 1 tips vanilla extract.
1 what?
Tisp.
Oh.
Tisp. Teaspoon. Makes me think of Sleeping Beauty. When the 3 little fairies cook her cake.
Oh.
And they don't use magic and they're trying to follow along.
Oh, okay.
Tisp. Dance.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a neat little trick here with parchment paper. Parchment paper is a lot like wax paper, but it's made with silicone. That way it doesn't burn or your cookies don't stick to it and they don't come out tasting like crayons either because that wouldn't be very good. So what you do is you just tear off your parchment paper and then you fold it like a triangle and cut off the excess, and then you just keep, as you can see here, we have it folded into a triangle, and folded it again, and then you find the middle of your circular pan. You can take your scissors and just kind of cut in a circular way, just like that, and then open it up. Ta-da! We have a circular piece of parchment paper that fits nicely inside our pan. That was so simple and easy to do. Good little trick to know.
All right, so now we're ready. We've got our pan all prepared. This is a spring-form pan. We're gonna pour our batter in. Very simple. Now this looks probably a little liquidy, but it will firm up in the oven. And if you notice, there was no flour, no nothing, except eggs, cocoa, and some other flavorings. So this will make a very rich, delicious dessert. And I got this from the most recent magazine of Eating Well. So it's actually only 194 calories per 1/10 of the cake, which is a normal sized piece of cake. So you can't beat that. It's delicious, rich, gluten-free, and reasonably healthy is not quite the right word, but
Chocolate's good for you.
it has antioxidants.
Yes.
See?
It makes you happy.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna preheat the oven.
So 350, please.
Okay.
Even it out so it's nice and flat. And this will go in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes until it is just barely jiggly in the middle.
Alright, so now we're gonna put our cake in the oven. And here comes our oven inspector, Daisy.
What kind of dog is that, Courtney?
She is an Italian Greyhound. So she's like a regular Greyhound, she's just tiny. Our cats are bigger than her. Right, Daisy? Yep. Alright, so it's in the oven and we're just gonna let it get happy.
What are they doing? Oh, Courtney, Matthew.
What did you do?
He's recording me.
Oh. Dang it.
I know.